I'd love to learn to sing like that.
You guys sound amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very fast, very efficient, very beautiful.
The song worked out. We were like making this end part, the end groove, and Brian turns to me, he's like, you know what? We should have little kids sing this thing, kind of like, where it's just like real cute.
Brought in some kids to sing, which is, you know, a nice innocent vocal sound.
And I was like, wow, you know, Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life. I was like, if we made it sound like that with like one or two kids like singing it, like singing their butts off.
You know, I don't know, they're 8, 9, 10 years old, and they were so professional. They came in, they sang, it was amazing.
And lyrically, we just wanted to write about growing up and the full circle of life. You grow up, you get older, you have one chance. Then the kids at the end are saying something very heartfelt and meaningful, something that's way too intelligent for their age, in a way. And that's how we kind of wanted to have these little kids singing this thing, because they're just kind of in the whole energy field, force, kind of repeating life. They're starting up, you're dying, and then you're creating energy for something new to be born.
Definitely one of my more favorite pieces on the album.
As much as I wanted to throw it out, it became one of my favorite songs, just because it's so enlightening and enchanting and kind of crazy and so many different textures. So I'm just glad we could pull it off.
Stupidest thing you could ever have. The stupidest fucking thing you could ever have is what me and Brian are doing. You know why? Because last time I decided to get real fucking fat before we did the DVD. So now I gotta eat stupid egg whites and oatmeal until I'm skinny again. Right now, at this very moment in time, there's a song floating around the studio called Fast Melodic, because we're not too clever at making song titles in the early stages.
All right, Fast Melodic. Fast and Melodic.
We wanted to make a song that kind of reminded us a little bit of our old school, more like Second Heartbeat-ish, where it's like more punk-driven.
Fast Melodic is another one of my favorites, just because it just flies through. It doesn't ever stop. The catchiest song on the album.
That song really, to me, is the most melodic poppy thing that we've done. But it's a poppy shit right now, dude. I don't want to say poppy, but it is.
Starts out with these dueling guitars that Sin came up with. To this day, I don't even know how that guy comes up with stuff like that.
It's just pure melody, pure energy the whole time. It's really, really fast.
I think Sinister came up with an amazing solo at the end. It was really just a free, like very cool and driving, just happy and poppy.
I like the guitar solo at the end, extremely uber melodic, to the point where you just want to slap me because it's just too goofy. Another new thing to do? Those days when that guitar just won't stay in your fucking hands? Wax it up, wax it up, wax it up. Get that thing all waxed up. A little bit of sex wax, yeah. It's just a great vibing song. It's just a happy song. It puts you in a good place, and we auto-tuned the shit out of it.
And while Matt was in this very room doing the vocals for that song, I had this brilliant idea, which you might hate me for later, to get a little festive with the auto-tune.
It's something that we've always really liked, you know, and we never heard it in any rock music. So we really wanted to try it out, and we actually all fell in love with it.
We took the vocals and we hard auto-tuned them so that you can hear the actual notes, you know. And we just thought that it called for it to make the song, you know, unique and try something we'd never really done before. And it came out really cool.
And I don't know what that really does to it, but I think we like it.
It's one of those things that people either hate or love. A lot of people that have heard it already so far have been like, you know, I don't know if other people are going to like that thing you have in your voice, but I love it. And I've been hearing that from everybody. Like, I don't know if other people are going to like it, but I love it. So that's a good sign, is that everyone's kind of scared to like it, but they just like it.
I love it, dude. That's what That's what I've been saying. I think if we're gonna do it, we gotta fucking do it.
One of my favorite tracks on the album is definitely Fast Melodic. It was really cool to hear the lyrics that Chad came up with for it. The way you're singing the chorus is great, too. We demoed the song and had Gates humming a melody for so long that I could sing along just to the humming. The lyrics he wrote for that song are really impactful, and they really touched the shit out of me the first time I heard them.
The song is about mankind just always being obsessed with war, and that's just how it kind of is. You know, these people preach for peace and stuff, and it's a really nice thought, but mankind has always been based on war and conquering and this and that, and you always know that in the end the empires will crumble and there'll be another war to be, you know, the ruler supreme, and that's kind of what the song's about.
My heart, at least for the most part.
I'm Scott today. Hey, Doc, what's wrong with you?
You want me to do that high octave too?
Dude, what happened? Jesus Christ. What happened?
Once again.
One of the last songs that was written for this album is a song that had been running around the studio, and it was called Country Rocker, which I believe is going to be called Dear God.
Dear God is the biggest departure.
It's something that we definitely wanted to have on the record.
We've been listening to just a vast variety of music, and country being one of the biggest ones, so we went in that route.
The original riff was written by Brian.
I had a riff, and it was very country-esque, and so we're like, well, let's just try that out. And then I was drunk on vodka in Big Bear when we decided to go right up in Big Bear, and we were thinking about this song and laying down melodies, and I picked up a guitar, and it just kind of flowed, the melody and the verse. Then I wrote the chorus right there on the spot.
I wanted to fill up the speakers sonically, but not without using electric guitars and making it like just kind of dense sounding.
We had some great musicians on that track.
We brought Shauna Crookson from Music Mafia. We brought her in to sing on that song because we thought it'd be a cool little country flavor to have her on it.
In the beginning, and then you kind of break off on those things. Cool. Sounds amazing. That sounds amazing.
And that was definitely a treat because she's got a beautiful voice, and that was just fun to hear her sing.
So we did a lot of textures with banjo and acoustic guitars and just different flavors to make that chorus big.
We brought in, pedal steel.
He was just a phenomenal player, so we kind of trade 8ths or 16ths or whatever it is at the end. He just blows me away because he's just so much tastier and so much more melodic than I could ever be. I'm sitting there trying to think of the best shit I can play, and this guy's just, in La La Land going crazy. It's just absolutely phenomenal.
He's using every appendage of his body to make that thing work. And he's doing a volume swell.
Yeah.
And he's kicking in the distortion. It's crazy.
Sin plays this fucking flawlessly with such great feel. That's one of the things that I'll always be envious about. He plays with so much feel that he could play any style of music. You can actually hear just everything that we were feeling coming across the way that he plays the notes and stuff, and I think that's really cool.
And we kind of wanted to fade out like Hotel California style, where it just kind of goes different solos, different textures, and you kind of just listen and get in the groove and just have it flow like that.
But this song was just made when you're driving down the highway, just a long journey, just to put your mind at ease, sort of.
A road song. It's about being away from people that you miss and love and wanting to get back home to them and just being alone and lonely. I know a lot of people feel that way a lot of time when they're on the road.